Hello everybody and welcome back to the Marvel Sports Network 5th Anniversary Cup. We have now reached the 13th event. That means we're entering the end game, the final quarter, the home stretch of the competition. But this one is going to be a little more unique, as for the first and only time this season we will need to go outside of the stadium. So most of these fans will not be able to leave the Broadcast Ballpark, unfortunately, and we'll have to watch via a monitor here. As you can see, some fans are still able to go outside the stadium, but we have our recap from last time as usual. The Starstruck squad absolutely dominated Team Pursuit and are still 7 points behind second. The Club Sandwiches won their 4th silver medal in a row and are currently trying to extend that lead in the championship standings, as we have the 13th event that has pushed us outside the Broadcast Ballpark, and that's Halfpipe. One team at a time goes down the bathtub, where they'll have to stay out of the drain for as long as possible. Each of the marbles' times will be added up to form the overall time of the team, and the highest accumulative time by the end will win the event. This is also our final team event, where only one team goes down the track one by one, as we have the Broadcast Brigade, who will test out the tracks as usual. This is also the penultimate team event of the season. Collision will be the final event, the final team event of the season, and the penultimate event of the tournament as a whole. But now we start off in reverse championship order once again, so we have the Deep Sea Doomers will kick us off. And one goes out already, while the other three, one of them tries to push them out of the drain, but they end up falling in anyway. So the first one only a 2.40, while the highest was a 7.07. That means this is 2, and so 22.65, which is obviously going to be first place. They'll set the benchmark time for the other teams to beat. Now we have the Mega Fruit Maniacs. They have quite a bit of expectations, especially how well they did in their home competition. Will they be able to live up to the expectations? It looks like they might, though. Yeah, all of them stay past the 10-second range. That is very good for them. Their highest is 11.78, so 45.07. That is obviously going to be better than the Deep Sea Doomers score. And cruising down there. And finally entering the drain. It's such a monstrous time. I'm not sure if we'll see anybody beat that. Let's see if the Deserters can do it. And they are off. Zigzagging up and down the track. And then one of them goes in the drain. And we have one, now two, and then the last Deserter comes down now to close off the run. So their first one is 6.14, and their highest was 11.54. They'll be 38.80 seconds, and they will get second place. Not bad. We'll have to see how it compares to the rest of the field, though. The Wolf Wisps are up next. Let's see what they have on offer. And they're off. One of them hits the drain very awkwardly, and they're already done. That's a pretty short run there from the Wolf Wisps, as the highest is only 6.45, so 22.84. Not nearly up to the standards we just saw the Deserters and the Mega Fruit Maniac set. Let's see what the Blackouts can do. And they're off and rolling. Again, two of them hit the drain, but none of them get in. And they're already done 2. Those last 2 runs went by really quick. A 7.02, that's a little bit of an improvement from what the highest time from the Wolf was set, so 26.57. They will slot into 3rd now. Now, the Purple Pearls. See, they can do sitting 11th place. As we saw, those the teams that would really like good finishes here, especially since we're entering the final 3 events. And one marble is hanging on for a long time. They will hit 14 seconds, but the other, and one of them hits 10.21 seconds, but the other 2 below 10 seconds. The lowest is 6.06, so 4.85. So the Mega Fruit Maniacs will not be challenged by this 4.05 score, but it's still pretty good regardless. Next up, the Mushroom Mavericks. Let's see, they have quite a bit to live up to. Let's see if they can do it. And it looks like they will not, as all 3 of them will finish below 10 seconds. Again, that's not what you want to do in this event. You want to have all your marbles stay out of their drain for as long as possible. A 10.48 is their highest run, and their highest run that wasn't at 10 seconds was only a 7.16, so 29.78. Good enough for 4th, but it could have been better. Now we have the Daydreamers. The Daydreamers have fallen out of the top half and have now moved down to 9th after some poor performances. Let's see if they can claw back to a good finish and potentially be getting on the podium, as we have less than 3 events left after this one. So far, it's not looking like it. Their highest is 11.44, but the first one went out 5.06, and the other one 5.93. So only 28.48. So that's going to be in the bottom half the order so far, with only 5th. There you see the 8 teams who have competed thus far. The Mega Fruit Maniacs will still be leading the way as of the halfway mark, and the Deep Sea Doomers, our first run that started the entire event, will surprisingly be dead last here. That can still change with 8 teams left to go. These will be the top half teams, and the first one of which is the Royalty Seekers. Let's see what they can do. And nobody into the drain yet. Now the first one has entered into the 9-second range, I think. Yep, 9.51, sorry. And the highest one was 11.61. So 42.53, they go into second place. But that will still not beat the Mega Fruit Maniacs. Mega Fruit Maniacs it's really showing their prowess from the Super Bowl Maker Association into the Marvel Sports Network 5th Anniversary Cup for Halfpipe. Now we have the Amazon Tribe. Let's see if they can follow in the Royalty Seekers' footsteps, or roll steps, I guess. And no, it doesn't look like it. And 6.22 seconds was their lowest, while 10.33 was their highest, so pretty decent. 30.42. They're going to slot them in 5th out of 10 teams so far. The streak berries now. The streak berries have won a gold in distance drag after and have 2 silvers by the end of the 4th event. They are now currently sitting in 6th place and 10.25. Not the greatest highest score. Meanwhile, 6.27. Also not the high. Also not the best score, but 33.90 seconds into 5th. So that is still pretty good for them. Now, apparently there was some interference with how the picture for the Wave Chasers was taken. So it'll just be sideways instead of the normal ways that other pictures for the marbles were taken. But now on to the Wave Chasers. One of them goes down at, I believe, the 7-second mark or the 6-second mark. I could be wrong, but yep, 6.01 seconds exactly, with an 11.31 being their highest time and 3.85. That's not amazing, but that's not abysmal either. That's going to we're hoping for another top half finish, as we have the Succulent Silvers up now. We're also hoping to get a really good finish. They're sitting in 4th, but are more than a gold medal behind the leaders. And we have one getting pushed back so far, hoping to land in the 14 range, but will only land in the 13 second range, 13.82. But 5.91 is their lowest time. But still, 4.90 seconds, 40.90 seconds. That is good enough for 3rd so far. Now we have the top 3, the main three teams who are still trying to chase down the club sandwiches, as we have first the Starstruck squad, after absolutely steamrolling the competition in Team Pursuit. Let's see if they can continue that good top 4 streak, and it doesn't look like they will. No, they won't. 6.34 was their lowest, while 10.76 was their best runs. That will only result to a 3.67 seconds. So 7th, not the finish they were anticipating, but it's also not a finish that will drag them pretty low down the list either. Now the Minty Marbles, who are trying to take back the lead from the club sandwiches after losing it in the last event. Very weird formations throughout the bathtub here. And 8th with a 31.3 seconds. 31.37 seconds, sorry. 11.06 is their best time. Not bad, but the others... One of them was in the 8-second range, while the other 2 didn't get any higher than 5 seconds. Now the club sandwiches, our championship leaders, the Silver Empire is their nickname now, trying to keep up their silver streak after getting yet another silver medal in the last event, and it's looking pretty good. One of them, I believe, went out at 5 seconds or 6 seconds, if my math doesn't deceive me here. Yes, it's deceived me here. 7.03. You want 14.084, a 42.4 6-5. That's not going to be enough. That's going to be second for the 5th time this season. But it's the Mega Fruit Maniacs that deserve to bask in the glory here in the Halfpipe as they have won the gold medal. This will certainly help them in the standings as they were sitting in 15th before this event. And the club sandwiches will score yet another 20 points to try to extend their championship lead. And with the main title contenders not doing very well, this could potentially result in their lead extending beyond a gold medal here. And it will be the Royalty Seekers who will win the bronze medal. Now we head to the highlight reel now. We are back in the stadium for the podium ceremony. The Mega Fruit Maniacs carrying their Halfpipe prowess into the Marvel Sports Network 5th Anniversary Cup's 13th event. The Club Sandwiches, as I said again, will get another 20 points, and the Royalty Seekers will get another bronze medal. Meanwhile, the Starstruck Squad only finishing 8th, and the Minty Marbles finishing 9th. It's a 19-point lead over the Minty Marbles, as you can see down there. The Mushroom Mavericks point totals in yellow. That means they can tie, but that means they cannot win the championship. And from the Purple Pearls down cannot win, but they can still podium if things go their way here. So only 10 teams remaining who can win. 3 events to go. We'd like to thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon for the Elimination Race, a classic event for August 19th. We'll see you there.